waliwo olutalo olubaluseewo wakati w'abana NUP n'aba FDC naye ng'olutalo luno lugendererwamu ku ani asinga amaanyi mu bibiina bya opposition. Tujjukira bulungi nti FDC kibiina ekimaliddewo ddala emyaka 16 mu byobufuzi nga NUP tennaba na kuweza wadde omwaka ogumu bwe guti. Naye kati bano olutalo lubaluse nga beebuuza lwaki NUP esinga FDC amaanyi mu kaseera ke yakamala obumazi mu byobufuzi akataweza wadde omwaka. Olutalo luno lukumibwamu omukulu eyaliko ssenkagale wa FDC wadde nga kati yavaamu Besigye yali emabega w'olutalo luno. Gye buvuddeko mwamuwulira bwe yavaayo n'anenya nnyo Kyagulanyi Ssentamu nga bw'atalina kyakoleddewo bantu mu kaseera kano ak'omuyaga ogwa COVID-19 ogwa weevu ey'okubiri. Ne gye buvuddeko eyamuddira mu bigere Amuliyati era naye n'avaayo n'avumirira nnyo omukulu ono okulonda abantu ba FDC nga tamwebuuzizzaako obutamuwandiikira bbaluwa ne balonda bulonzi bantu bano ne babawa ebifo era nakyo nti kyabayisa si bulungi n'akamu. Kati olwaleero chairman w'ekibiina kino Waswabiriggwa n'ategeeza nga bwe kitagenda kuwangaala mu kisaawe kya byabufuzi kubanga kikulemberwa omuyimbi eyava gy'avudde nga tategeera byabufuzi. Atandise bw'ati: NUP is just a wave. FDC is a national party, having been the biggest opposition party since multi-party politics resumed in 2005. The Forum for Democratic Change, FDC, lost that position to the National Unity Platform led by singer turned politician Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu, popularly known as Bobi Wine. However, there remains debate about whether NUP will be a formidable party in 5 years to come. Speaking in an interview, Waswabiriggwa, the FDC national chairperson, said NUP and Alliance for National Transformation still have a long way to mature in politics, adding that such parties should never be compared to FDC that has stood a test of time. Opposition members have criticized the government for the poor handling of the second wave of COVID-19 in the country. If FDC was in power, how would it have handled the pandemic? Initially, in the first lockdown, there was goodwill from the majority of the citizens of this country in such a way that they behaved well, listened and followed the COVID-19 guidelines, and many of our citizens contributed towards the mitigation of COVID-19. So there was that goodwill. The second lockdown got many people unaware, and mind you, many of these people had been severely affected by the very first lockdown, and they were still in the process of recovery. Most of them were already in debt, and most of them could not meet their daily bread. So when this second lockdown came in, the question was, where is the money that was contributed not only by the citizens but also international community, including the money that was borrowed? So far, the government is unable to account for the money that was sent to us through loans or donations. My proposal would be, whether we like it or not, COVID-19 is here to stay for 3 or 4 years. Actually, there is another wave that is coming. The question is that, are we going to continue being locked down? We need to look for a permanent solution. The permanent solution that I can see is one of mass vaccination. FDC has on several times claimed that 100,000 shillings that government is giving out to the vulnerable is its idea. But some opposition members are complaining that the money is too little for the 42 days. What is your view? It so happened that I am the one who brought up that idea in the first incident when I was running party flag. My suggestion was that we give shillings 100,000 per household, not individual, for a month, and for me, I suggested that it should be continuous for 6 months because even after the lockdown, it will take time before someone picks up and is able to work normally. Since it was a good idea, FDC as a party adopted it. The person you were talking to, I am the one who started it. Obviously, if you give somebody 100,000 shillings that cannot pay rent, but it is the beginning, this is not Museveni's issue, but it's for the whole country, and the country is represented by the parliament. Do you think this parliament has the strength and the vigor to check the executive? Has it even been tried even once? First of all, there is a law that in the case of the situation we are in, Museveni should have called for a state of emergency. This situation is not for Museveni. Please involve people. For me, I see people are not involved in the fight to curb COVID-19 in the country. The debate should continue on how the money received was used, the money we have borrowed, how it disappeared, and how it has been spent. This is a debate that we must have. FDC intends to replace all the independents who stood in the last election. Do you think this is a step in the right direction? If you are in FDC and you decide to contest for the party flag, maybe for some reasons, and you decide to become an independent, then that means you are no longer in FDC. And by the way, as a chairman of the party, it's my office that deals with discipline. Our constitution says if you leave the party and become an independent or join another party, you are no longer a member. As simple as that, and I don't see any problem with it. So, if you decided to go, then you go. Nobody forced you to become FDC in the first place. Why should it be difficult to leave FDC? You can reply to become a member of FDC. Again, because the Constitution allows those who have left to reply. Simply humble yourself and say, I want to come back to the party. And for me, I don't see any problem with that unless you have really done horrible things. What is the fate of FDC MPs who were appointed in the shadow cabinet? That is something which is being discussed, and I can't tell their fate because no decision has been taken yet. So far, I can't comment about it. As far as I am concerned, the issue is acceptance before consulting the party, that is all. The departure of Joyce Sabugwao from the party, is it not going to affect you in one way or another? Initially, she left the gap, but we have so many competent people within the party that can fill her position, and as FDC, we are not clashing, we are not disappearing because some of our people left. This are Democratic Party. Don't you think that her departure illustrates the extent to which the opposition has been infiltrated by the NRM? No, government will allow a party like FDC to thrive, and Museveni is going to do his job of trying to infiltrate the opposition. We just need to be very careful and be able to isolate those who believe are working for him. Otherwise, all governments will infiltrate because they want to know what is happening and we can't do anything about it. People claim that the NUP emergence is a big threat to FDC. What do you think? NUP is a wave, the wind that comes, the wind that blows, because, in my opinion, for a party to be strong, it has to extend its structures and it has to be structured nationally. There was a big wave in Uganda because of several reasons, and that was not because NUP was everywhere. Nevertheless, they are there, but I think they still need time to mature into politics like FDC, or to mature to become a national party. FDC is a national party, and you know that we are all over the country. It is going to take some time for NUP to be able to achieve that or to become organized, because it also took a long time for FDC. What must be done to remove Museveni from power? Because there have been several attempts by the opposition, but all the strategies seem not to be working. Definitely, Museveni can't be removed by simply massaging him. He is a military man. He believes in militarism. It can come from within his own government, or the military will overthrow him. 2. The masses will wake up after they have been squeezed for a long time. They cause a revolution. What are some of the achievements you have registered as FDC national chairperson, holding the party together? I think that is a very big achievement, because there was a time when we had an aspect over Mugisha Muntu going away, and he went away with so many parliamentarians. That was trouble for the party, but we were able to hold the party together at that time. But I don't want to take the credit alone. What other ambitions do you have beyond being the national chairman of the party? Should we expect you to offer yourself for the party presidency? If I offer myself as the party president, I would be stepping down after being the chairman of the party, which is the highest honor. I cannot now become the president of the party. I will serve so long as I feel I am contributing towards the party, and you can never tell the future. We shall see how we move on. Eyo yabaddemu ku interview eyajjiddwa ku mukulu chairperson w'ekibiina kya FDC Waswabiriggwa, bwe yabadde ayogerako ne munnamawulire nga bamubuuza ebituukiddwako nga bo bana FDC bye batuuseeko mu myaka 16 gye bamaze, awamu n'engeri gye balaba eggwanga gye likuttemu ekirwadde kino ekya COVID-19. Bw'atyo wagezaako okubeera nga annyonnyola ku nsonga zino.